welcome to another episode of the Global Game Pod, where we focus on one thing and one thing only, and that's football.
What a goal from Ronaldo! It is absolutely magnificent! It is David Beckham!
With Coach Rudy and friends, this is Global Game Pod.
Yo, what's happening, people? We are back, Global Game Pod, Coronavirus edition. What's happening? My first guest has to be Coach Mo. What you say, Mo?
I'm good, bro. What do you say?
I'm just self-isolating and that, innit? No, I'm not really. I'm still working. I'm a key worker, you get me? So I have to be outside working. But I'm a little bit bored, so I thought, you know what? Let's start a podcast. Again.
Fair enough.
So a little bit different this time. I'm gonna try and get new guests on every day. I don't mean I'll be publishing a video every day, but I'll have guests on every day. Just keeps me out of boredom, innit? Because that this isolation thing's a little bit boring.
Tell me about it, mate.
How's it going anyway? Someone talk to us, Mo. Talk to us. How's it going? How's isolation treating you?
Well, I'm not isolating, so I'm just meant to be locked down. But like yourself, I need to be ready to go out on site. So whenever I get the phone call, I pop out on site. Other than that, working from home, got my uni stuff going on, my exam preps. So it's a busy period. So
you're still doing that exam stuff, yeah? I thought you just passed.
No, we still got to do it.
Call Boris or something, innit?
Yeah, I'm really disappointed because everyone else has pretty much cancelled the exams, like even medicine and pharmacists and all sorts. So for me to do it, it's a bit.
Listen, don't complain, man. Don't complain, please.
No, I'm not going to complain.
You don't come. Don't come on my podcast and start complaining, please.
No, fair enough.
No, I'm joking. You can complain as much as you want. This is a time and place to do it. Trust me. But anyway, listen. So people know who you are. People know what you do. Like in terms of R77 and the coaching and stuff. But this episode is more like diving into you, innit? So you, Coach Mo, personal.
Why?
Yeah? What do you why?
I don't think the people want it. People want to hear it.
This is the thing, like, so everyone knows, like, not in a bad way, but everyone knows you as the guy who is Rudy's right-hand man, in a sense. Yeah? Nah, I don't like that. We need to uncover more, do you get me? We need to open him up a little bit so people know you for you, do you get me? Because it's time for you to go and do big things now. So this is kind of like your platform now, it's your stage. So you know how we give the kids a stage all the time?
Yeah.
Now it's time to give you a stage as well, isn't it? It's only fair, isn't it?
You saw that well.
so just to get us started a little bit, just start on your background, innit? Like how you came into football, your senior journey, and then why coaching, basically.
All right, so I started playing football from a young age, like everyone else. Played for a local team. Started off at East London Elite, so obviously you know them very well. Made up of local boys from Forest Gate, Upton Lane area. So played there till I was about 13 years old. So we played in the Asian Football League. So same year that we played in review at Catalans, but younger age group. We ended up winning the league. We went unbeaten. Our main rivalry was against Leytonstone. So we had Leytonstone and Giannos in that league. So it was a tough league. But we managed to win it. So I was alongside all the boys that I grew up with. So the likes of Pele, Arif, Hafiz, Tala, Muzamil. So all the names that most people know in terms of R77, they all come from East London Elite, from that crop that I'm talking about. My brother was our manager, so it was a bit weird having him because you can imagine he gave me a lot of stick at home based on my performances and that training. I was initially a goalkeeper, so I started off in goal, and then he took me out of goal.
I remember that, you know.
Yeah. So I started as a goalkeeper. Played quite a few tournaments and played, I think, 2 seasons in goal. But then he took me out as a defender, so he started off centre back, then went right back, played right mid a little bit. So that was on the 13s, and then what happened was my brother had to give up coaching. So once he gave that up, we didn't really have a place to go up because other than on the 13s.
Why did he give up?
No, as in we had to move up.
No, but why did your brother give up?
when my bro gave up.
Yeah.
So basically, he was getting to his final 2 years of architecture. So he studied 5 years, and like the final 2 were like the most difficult. So he needed a lot more time.
It's a bit like you then, isn't it?
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
tried to balance it and I balanced it well.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
With him, it was a bit more difficult because he wanted to work alongside that. So he was doing like working at Sports Direct for a little bit. So he's trying to balance it. So in the end, he thought, let me just leave football out. And to be honest, he thought he took us as far as we could go. So he's like, from now on, you need another coach because I've had you for about 3 years because I'm taking you as far as I can go. So nice about passing you on. But then ELE didn't have anyone else there. We had under 13s, and when we finished, they said you'll have to play for the men's team. So obviously at 13, 14 years old, you can't really play for the men's team.
Nah.
So we used to train with them. So the likes of Talakotya, Wasim Taylor, Mokidya, all of them. We used to train with them on a weekly basis. You can imagine it was tough.
Yeah.
Because we were only 13, 14, but we used to train with all the boys. And then an opportunity came up at Bari. And that's where I met you, Mubs, Musi, and that's where we continue our football. So we still played in the men's league, but we were 14 at the time. We never thought we'd play, but it was a C team, as you remember. So it was mainly youngsters anyway. So it was the first time we actually met boys outside of Forest Gate.
I was the oldest player there.
Yeah, you were the oldest player, yeah.
Right.
Those you, Mubs, Musi, I think you two were the eldest. You had Musa Dakri, who's one of our kids' parents at the moment. He was actually the coach. So me and Pele joined. I think we were the only two at the time that joined from ELE to play for Bari. At the time, Bari were a big team. They were doing some big stuff. So to join in was obviously a good venture. We lasted just under a season, as you probably remember.
Yeah.
And then, 1 second. I may have to get my charger.
Oh, is it? Go on.
Give me 1 second.
I'll pause it.
Back. Ready?
Yeah, back. Let's go. Carry on.
Yeah, so Bari C was different. We played in the men's league against obviously a lot of older boys. In fact, we even played against one of my teachers. So he was my maths teacher at the time. So he would play for AC Manor Park. So it's fun because
maths teacher, bro.
Yeah. So we had a maths teacher. I was playing against a maths teacher. So it's fun to play against him because you can imagine the banter in the classroom as well.
Yeah.
Because we were 10 at the time. So then he had his, I remember he had the Manor Park logo as his desktop. So every time we always came to lesson, we'd always take it down and then we'd flash around Bari logos. That was good fun.
Did we beat
But then after Bari C, we stopped there. We stopped for a year. And then that's when Catalans came about. That's when you started Catalans. You dropped me a message saying that you want to create the best Asian football team in London. So you were holding trials. And then me and Pele, we got Dala on board at the time as well. And we said, yeah, let's go for it. We knew it'd be tough because we knew a lot of players. And the difference was with you was that as we grew up playing Forest Gate area, you also had obviously where you're based, East Ham, Manor Park. So you had all that crop. So we heard a lot about them. When we were younger, we obviously watched Plastic Grove a lot. So we knew they had some very good players there. So when we came up to trials, we saw most of the boys that we thought we'd see. The likes of Adam Polly, obviously you had Minaj, you had Zeno. Obviously Vinesh we didn't know about. He was a fantastic player. So then we thought, let's see how we go. We do the trials and see. And then I think all three of us managed to get in. So me, Tala, and Pele.
Yeah, a couple of bowlers.
So yeah. The best bowlers in the team. Yeah.
Wow, two of them. One of them was injury prone all his life. I had more injuries than he had games.
A good season. I think I had a good one season. After that, it was my injury, wasn't it? So I dislocated my ankle. We had a game up in Bolton. I probably shouldn't have gone because I had my exam a week later. So I was studying. I was doing my AS level exams. We had a friendly in Bolton. We went up there.
Friendly?
Because yeah. That's how you sold it.
There was a friendly that
was a friendly. I didn't know. I didn't know. Pele didn't come, did he? Pele couldn't come because of exams. And I thought, I had a week break. So I actually had exams. So I sat, I think, about 6 of them and I had 2 more left. But I had a week off where it was at a half term. And that's when you lot went. So I thought, yeah, a week off is fine. Let me just go for a weekend. Just one day of football. And then I'll come back and finish off my revision. And then it turned out to be a lot different, didn't it?
Well,
so went up there, went to the war zone. And we actually started as well. I remember we were winning 1-0 when I was on the pitch. And then it was at half-time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when Umar Tawa scored. He scored from a corner. I think someone tapped in from a corner. I remember we were talking about Nadir, the one that played for Bolton.
Bowler.
And he's the one that took me out. So I think I felt my ankle at the time. But then I think I didn't want to come off because it was cold, it was raining, it was windy. It's typical up north weather. And you couldn't feel it, because of adrenaline and the rest of it. Because I was born in Bolton, and I thought, on the pitch. And then half-time come, and because that was a period where I stopped moving, and we had a team talk, we had a 15-minute break. As soon as I tried to get back up, I couldn't feel my ankle at all, I couldn't feel my leg. And that's when I said, I don't think I can carry on playing. So then got home that night.
Sidebar. Did you throw any punches on one leg?
No.
No punches.
I tried to stop it,
Oh, you were stopping it.
Yeah, I tried to stop it.
I know.
That
place was mad.
That place was crazy.
Yeah. And then straight from there, was it Redbridge after that?
No, so we stayed at Catalan. We had the men's league.
We had the one season, yeah.
Yeah, we had the men's league. And then obviously you got married, and then that's when you started Redbridge, didn't you?
Not me, I don't know if you're talking about.
Yeah, you got married, you started Redbridge. And then I stopped playing because I dislocated my ankle again for the second time, and I was told you can't play anymore. So I was just I wasn't doing much on the side. And then that's when where were we? Yeah, so Redbridge. So you contacted me saying that you started at under 14 junior team there. I was quite happy that you joined them because from Catalan you went up to, there was a massive step up to semi-pro team. It was a local team as well since I moved to Redbridge. So I thought, at least I can go see them quite often. And then you asked me to come on board, and that's when we started under 14s, didn't we?
Yeah, initially you was like, no, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure because it's like management. I was like, I've never really managed your coach. So I was like, because I was only, I think I was only about 17 or 18 at the time.
Yeah.
So under 14, I thought that's not much different from my age, to be honest. But then I thought, go on, let's go for it. And
to be fair, you haven't looked back since, though, have you?
Yeah. Oh, that was a brilliant experience. Especially that first team that we had under 14s.
Oh, what a team!
Ethan, Jam, Ray Merchant, Golden.
That's when Ray was good, isn't it?
Yeah, Ray. He could actually move back then.
Yeah, he can't do that now.
He can't do that now. That's the crop where we had our first set of coaches come from, innit? The likes of Ethan, Mo, Ray.
Yeah, so it's like we went from, you had the yearly core, and that kind of like split, and then moved into Catalans, and then that kind of split, and then it went into Redbridge, and then kind of like a whole merger came together. And R77 was formed.
Yeah.
But then coming to the present now, obviously people watching this, some of them may know what you do at R77, but some of them may not. So I know everyone that when you say R77 to them, they say, Rudy's team. But the reality is it's more run by you than me. I'm just I'm just a guy who says okay at the end of everything. But yeah, so go tell your day-to-day job at R77.
I think it's pretty much how we started off. So when you were at Newham, that's when we initially started setting up R77. So from there it was literally all the background stuff. And because obviously I started the background stuff in terms of locations, all the files and, registration documents and all the legal stuff. Because I knew the background, I just pretty much carried it on to what I do now. But day-to-day running includes obviously first and foremost is our coaches. So making sure we have all our coaches for our sessions, arranging time slots. So again, our sessions we train twice a week. So what a lot of people don't know is that we need to pay for those locations. So it's about sorting out funding. Yeah, they don't know, but we've got to start funding for that. Finding locations is very, very difficult in Newham. So considering we got Kingsford on a Tuesday, for what we have, the facilities there are amazing.
Yeah.
Brilliant facilities for the boys to train. We got that on a Tuesday, and obviously Saturday again. Once the flats, a lot of people again don't know that we need to pay for. So there's a lot of background work that needs to be done in terms of legalities, health and safety. Obviously, because we work with kids, safeguarding issues, DBS check for our coaches, certificates of qualifications for our coaches. So there's a lot of background work in that sense, which is quite boring, but it's just things that you have to keep ticked off at the back.
Yeah.
In terms of drills, safety drills and fire drills, and if say on occasion, if a fire breaks out, what do you do? If a kid gets injured, what do you do? It's about having our coaches know the procedures.
Well, we're all right at once the flats, isn't it? If we're fire breaks, just
you just run everywhere. Just run. Yeah.
What about the pond? There's a pond there, isn't it?
Yeah, meet at the pond. So
jump
that's
in.
what we normally do. Yeah. But other than that, in terms of coaching wise, so just keep an eye on all the coaches. I'm the main point of contact, so I do get regular phone calls, messages. A lot of parents think it's probably just them, but honestly, I probably get on a weekly basis, I probably get about 20 to 30 messages. That's every single week from parents. It could be from all age groups, just whether it's suggestions, complaints.
Yeah. Let's stop there. Yeah. We need to talk about this complaint.
So mainly dads. No, I'm joking. It's mums and dads all the time.
It's mums all the time.
Mums and dads. Normally, mums complain the most. I can't lie.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. Why? Yeah. What's the complaint? Give us like give us the weirdest, funniest complaint you've ever had.
Oh, that'd be a tough one. We've had a few clangers, isn't it? The serious ones, obviously, the ones where parents say my child's being bullied. And the thing is, they don't appreciate that being bullied is actually quite a strong term to use. So unless there's evidence, you really shouldn't use it. So whenever that comes about, you first port of call is to look into it. So you speak to our coaches, speak to other parents that were there in session, and then we then take it to the kids and see what went on. A lot of the cases are actually not bullying. I'm not trying to brush it on the carpet, but it actually isn't bullying. You got to remember, some of these kids are aged between 10, 8 and 14, where it's like, they have a bit of banter between themselves, and everyone takes part, and sometimes one person goes too far, but technically it's not bullying. If your son's giving it and then sometimes he gets it, it's part and parcel of being in a group of friends, isn't it? So those ones are always tricky to deal with, because trying to explain to a parent that it's not actually bullying, it's just it's something.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's not a case of like we brush it under the carpet, because I know you've come to me many times and said to me, Rude, this has happened, and then it's just more of a case of let's go to the kids, squash it by ourselves, and let's let the parents, give them that little bit of comfort of saying that, you know what, we've dealt with it in house. If we saw bullying as per se, as what you say is like proper bullying, those kids wouldn't be at the club. That's
definitely
you understand? It just wouldn't happen. But yeah, now I'm more interested in like the funny ones, isn't it? The ones that where you have to like send me 5 million screenshots, and I can't be bothered to read half of them. So
funny ones. They're all funny, innit? They're all a bit silly. I'll start with some of the most obvious ones, where parents complain about coaches. It's always been a case where coaches aren't good enough, and it's always with a new coach, which is unfair, because when I say new coach, it's like a newly qualified ones. And now we spend a lot of time and effort in educating our coaches, and pushing them towards doing their qualifications. So they've got to learn somewhere. If they're learning in new football, it's the best place to learn. Now, obviously, they're gonna make a few mistakes, and a lot of times it's not even mistakes. Losing a game is not a mistake. It's not something that you got to pull up a person and say you lost a game because of X, Y, and Z. It's a game of football. It's a sport we're in. You're going to win, you're going to lose, or you're going to draw. So every time a loss comes about, it's suddenly the coach done this, the coach done that. But you could do that even when he wins. So you got to be fair. You got to give them time, and a lot of times it's about explaining that to parents. We have a lot of occasions where parents. They want to give a lot of talking, and you say, okay, then try help us out. Whether you want to come on board. Like we have parents that have come on board, the likes of Ozzy, Dala. Those are parents that are now coaching. So we have a lot, we do give a lot of verbals, but when it comes down to helping out or actually coaching, they don't want to do it. And it's like, well, okay, then take a step back and just be a bit more patient with our coaches. In terms of funny ones, we've had a few. It's mainly mums, isn't it? It's mainly mums. Actually, I can't say the name. I want to say the names because I say the name and then you just start cracking up. So I already
know who you're talking about.
Funny one. But there's been some funny ones where like a child's not been picked or not been dropped, or has been dropped from the squad, and literally all hell breaks loose. And literally everyone, they just come after the club. we've had some parents which have, like a basic one where just say we've cancelled training because of the weather. We've had parents turn up and it's like, well, we're here now, and I'm like, well, training's cancelled. Well, can you take the session? I'm like, I'm not going to take a session with one kid, so I'm not going to leave my house in the rain to come and take a session with one kid. You've had other ones where, you get a lot of no, sorry, I'm not going to answer that. You get a lot of ones where parents want reports on kids. Like, I've actually been asked for behavioural reports.
What, behaviour?
Yeah, behavioural reports. There's like a kid signed recently, and he's been with us for about 6 months, and the parent wanted a behavioural report. Now, I've never written one. I don't know what one looks like. So.
And it looks like a report that you should be on in school. Oh, you never used to be on report in school, did you?
No.
You never been on report?
No.
That's my next question. Why are you such a good boy?
I just do as I'm told.
You see during this lockdown, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you just like gone outside and just for no reason?
Like I said, I've had to sometimes. So some of the that I've been doing.
Not have to.
Yeah.
Just like gone out, just thought, you know what? I just need to get out of my house. I'm just going.
Yeah, been for a run, but that's just like.
No, that's legal. That's exercise.
You mean for no reason at all?
For no reason, just because you know what? You'll be a bit rebellious, isn't it? Like, no, I'm gonna go outside.
No, but I need something to do, and I just don't go outside and just.
I just go for a drive outside.
No.
Nah.
No, because I drive every day anyway, so.
Yeah, but like, then you get sick of being at home.
Yeah, but then I go out every single day.
Okay, let's touch up on that year a little bit, because that was a good year. That was a good solid year. Like,
yeah.
Why do you get bored at home? Like, what are you trying to say? People in your house are not entertaining?
No, not necessarily. No, it's just when you have a lot of work and revision and exam stuff, and
you know, people can see your face, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm just trying to stick you on you. Anyway, another question for you now, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
In terms of football, now let's get to the juicy bit of football, yeah. What is that? Do you run off my back in terms of your coaching ethos and coaching style? Because I've never ever actually asked you this question before. Yeah. If you had to pick your own coaching or playing ethos or style, what would it actually be?
I think it'd have to be what R77 is. If it weren't, then you would have known about it by now. So I think that's right. So the ethos that we currently have at R77, I think honestly that it's potentially the best way or the best route for a kid to make into an academy.
Yeah, see, we've chopped and changed it many a time. We're learning all the time.
Yeah, but I think this current one that we've had this season is not only the most successful in terms of individual performances, team performances, development and progression for a child, but we've seen it in terms of the amount of trials that we've had, kids getting signed. So I think you're right, we have developed, we have taken steps forward, we have chopped and changed every single season, sometimes multiple times in a season. But I think the current one that we have now, the ethos that we follow now, I think we've fine-tuned it to be probably the best, not just for us, but I think in the capital, to try and make kids academy footballers.
So what is the long-term aim here for yourself? Not R77. We know what the aim for R77 is.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm always going to try and keep you here. Yeah. But then I'm also, like, I would never stop you from spreading your wings and flying. You get me? If opportunities come, I'd expect you to take them. But I would, so you would as well. You'll always be in the background of R77, whatever happens. But what is your ambitions in football? Or is this your peak?
Now, a lot of people would say it's boring for me to say so, but I think this is exactly where I want to be. Now, my personal ambition, I may have reached my peak, and you might think that, you know what, he's not got much ambition. But the ambition I have for R77 is a complete different thing. Now, R77, you know, I want to push so far forward, and the amount we progressed in the last, just say 5 years, we have 5th birthday this year, the amount we've progressed in 5 years, I reckon we can do tenfold this in the next 5 years. So for me, it's about pushing R77. So in terms of the background work, in terms of our facilities. Obviously, we're trying to look for our own facilities in terms of training and obviously multiple training sessions, so just not twice a week. If we have our own area which belongs to us, where we can hold sessions, not just group sessions, but private sessions, different age groups for coaches, for parents, and try to take it forward in that way. That's my goal. The community is very, very important. You know, they helped us get to where we are today, so we'll never look back and say that, you know what, they've done their bit and we've done our bit for them. We'll continue doing what we're doing with them. So again, trying to involve the community as much as we can in what we do. Progression for our coaches. Like I said, like I might stay here for the rest of my life, but doesn't mean our coaches have to. We know our coaches have a lot of potential, so it's like pushing them as far as they can go. It's the same ethos we have with our kids. Yeah. So we've never held a kid. Whether he's had a trial at X, Y, Z club, whether it's a step 3, step 5, we don't care. If a kid gets a trial at a club and they want to go, then we'll do all our best to support them. We don't just leave them to it. You've seen stuff that you do, so it's the additional sessions you give them. It's a feedback in the liaison with parents and other clubs, with scouts. So all that background was continuous, and same thing with our.
Yeah, I mean, this is like I think this is one of the only projects that when I started, I said I'll never give this one up, even if it comes down to just having one team. But R77 will be here in the next 20, 25, 30, 50, probably after we're gone, someone else comes and takes over. You understand? So we're leaving a legacy in a sense, innit? And I think it was important for me to let people know that R77, yes, it's named after me. Yes, you know, you can associate me to it, blah, blah, blah. And I'll take all the flack for all the bad things. But all the good stuff comes your way, innit? So I think people needed to know that. That you're not just a coach here. So sometimes people say, "Oh, what your coach?" He's not just a coach. You're actually a partner. You know, I always say it might not be formal or anything like that, but the club it's a 50-50 split straight down the middle. I wouldn't give any shares to anybody else. It would just be a straight 50-50 split if it came down to it. Someone offered us $1 billion, you know, I ain't gonna say no. I just be like, all right, cool, take it. No, but you know what? Even I think even that would be a stretch, like, because like you said, the ambition that we've got for the club, you know, it can surpass whatever we want it to surpass. Yeah. But it's about creating these new platforms. People probably, if people are watching this and if they've got this far, they're probably thinking, this Rudy just can't sit still, can he? Mm-hmm. It's like, I can't. The reality is I can't sit still. I don't want to sit still. I want to, if I ain't on the pitch, which I ain't currently, I can't coach. And we're gonna do virtual sessions. We're gonna try and make the best of the situation. And then we were sitting there, and I was thinking, well, you know what? I've got all this network of people that are good people, like good footballing people that really don't get any publicity, don't get any limelight. Or some of them might do. It'd be good to hear their story on a different platform. And not only does it give them a platform to speak on, but it's also putting myself, R77, the stuff that we're doing, the stuff that we're trying to do, puts that all on a map. You understand? So it's very important to, like, especially in this time, like, people might see it as, all right, switch off now. I've switched off for a week and it's enough. That's it. Done. I can't switch off no more. I need to be working. I need to be doing something. So this is that platform that hopefully, you know, I don't know how long we're going to be in this isolation for, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 1 year. I don't know. Hopefully like a couple of days and that's it, it's done. Can't see that happening. So just got to try and make the best of this stuff now, innit? But during this isolation, like, what is going on? Obviously, I know, but what is going on behind the scenes in terms of R77? What are we doing? What's going on? What are you doing? You get me?
For us, so since the announcement was made last week about grassroots football and non-league and everyone below ending the season, for us, it's now preparation for pre-season. Like you said, we don't know when we're going to start pre-season, whether we're going to have one, but all the background work has to still be done. So in terms of affiliation for the next season has to be done, update of documents and legalities, like I mentioned earlier, that has to be done again. We are trying to increase the number of sessions we have in a week. We want an indoor location because we want to start futsal sessions. So that's something that needs to be looked into. It is difficult because everything's closed at the moment. There's nothing that's open. So in terms of communication, there's obviously a barrier there which we can't move. There's no way for us to move it because people are at home. But for us, is just starting that conversation, which we have done. We've got management, obviously me, you, and obviously Adam. So we started a conversation about where we plan to go next season in terms of the number of teams we have, what levels we're going to be playing at, whether we're going to stay in this league that we are, whether we're going to be looking to push into the London Youth Premier League, which has been very, very successful with under 16s. So it's just all that. That's all the background work that we're trying to look into. And like I said, we have to. There's boxes. There's also a checklist that I've got, and we are trying to tick boxes as we go along. But it is difficult because there's a lot of things, like I mentioned, we have no, it's not in our hands. There's a lot of things which are not in our hands. I'm also getting loads of messages about parents who have paid for the season and asking, well, what's going to happen with our money? What about the amounts that we paid for? What we're going to do? And it's like, we've got everything in hand that we'll deal with it when it happens. So again, just be patient with us. But it's just loads of things that are, because there's a lot of uncertainty going on at the moment in every field, and obviously in football as well, as you can imagine. So it's just about trying to keep everyone calm, keep everyone on our side, and just move forward together.
Nah, sweet. That sounds sweet. There's a little bit of a side on your personal stuff, innit? So what football team do you support, no?
Sorry? You broke up a little bit.
Hey, I'll say it again. What football team do you support?
Oh, football team. Wanderers.
Sorry?
Wanderers.
No. You didn't say clear. We can't hear you.
I support Bolton Wanderers.
Bolton Wanderers.
Yeah. So obviously I was born there. So
no. Listen, we don't need explanation as to why you support.
I'm saying. So I was born there.
Yeah.
So
it's your local team, yeah.
My local team, yeah.
It's a local team, yeah. Cool. What league you lot playing?
We're currently League One.
League One. And next League Two.
No, we don't know because we might not be there. So we were on the brink of administration. We went into administration and then we got bought. We got bought by people that were a little bit broke. So now we may go into administration again. So let's see. Obviously, the story came out today that all the managers had to take a voluntary redundancy for a period until all this gets sorted, because obviously all the background staff and chefs and all that at the club, they're not getting paid. Obviously, they need to get money. At Bolton, yeah.
Yeah, that club is finished now. You might as well come Conference South or Conference North, wherever it is. Like, I reckon if you get relegated this year, which you will, and then you get relegated next year, then you come Conference, and we get promoted next year, we come Conference, and then at Billericay versus Bolton Wanderers, what a game that will be, eh?
That will be a good game.
At the new lodge and that will be an epic game. That'd
be all right. We never know. By then, obviously, I might be approached by Bolton. They put me against you. You never know.
Yeah, hey, listen, that would be the one.
That'd be decent.
That'd be a chess match.
Yeah.
I finally see what you're made of. Because remember, I taught you everything I know, but there's some things I left. You get me? Or rainy day, like if you take over Bolton and I'm at Billericay, I've got to keep a little bit there. Do you understand? Nah, but you know what? You're doing some massive things. People need to know that you're doing massive things. It's a pleasure to work with you daily. I love it. I enjoy it. Obviously, I ain't been around this season as much as I wanted to. I was there for the beginning part. Everyone knows I'm at Billericay now. But you never know what the future holds. You get me? It could be just like that when I'm back and ready to rock and roll again. You know, and I'm not saying anything, but that's football. That's football. That's how it works. That's how to come from. But yeah, before I let you go, you have to answer. I'm gonna ask this question to everyone. I'm gonna do a little tally in it. So, Messi or Ronaldo? Nah, just be straight.
I got to say something. So before I supported Bolton, I was a Man United fan. So it was at the time Ronaldo signed as well. So I started off as a Man United fan because Bolton. The thing is, Bolton's in Greater Manchester, so technically I'm allowed to be a Man United fan. So I started off as a Man United fan. I was a huge Ronaldo fan, massive one. Pele will tell you I used to wear his top every single week.
Yeah, so Ronaldo or Messi?
So that is a very tough question. Obviously, Messi is probably one of the world's greatest footballers. Ronaldo is obviously one of the best footballers in the world too.
No, the greatest goal. But yeah, go on. I'll let you decide that one.
Oh, that's a tough one. Do I have to tell you? I have to explain why.
No, you don't need to explain. Just give me a name. That's it.
Okay, cool. Messi.
Oh, punch you through the screen.
That hurt, mate. I say Messi.
Oh, punch you through the screen. Come on, man. Natural talent. This is what I mean about you. Like, I don't want to get football, bro. The geezer work too sucks us to be the best. Like, all right, cool. 1-0 Messi. 1-1 actually, because I'm Ronaldo. So I'm gonna do this debate across the board and see how many we get. And I think that's fair because everyone I'm gonna interview is a football person or potentially a football person. So
yeah,
we'll see how many votes we get. So right now it's 1-1.
Cool.
But I'm gonna vote for Ronaldo every time, innit?
No.
So,
You've done your vote.
Nah.
Yeah, your vote's done.
I'll do what I want.
That's true. But your vote's done.
Alright, cool. 1-1. 1-1. Listen, people think I don't appreciate Messi. Do you get me? I appreciate Messi. I think
No, you do get. Yeah.
But for me, it's just Ronaldo, isn't it? It's not just the football as well, man. It's the hair. It's everything, bro. Seriously. That's what I'm trying to say. No, but hey, listen. Pleasure talking to you, my bro. I'll probably FaceTime you later, and we can talk about non-serious stuff, innit? And if Adam is watching, tell him I'm coming for him soon. But yeah, you guys, you don't have any socials because you're not on social media. But let's just let people know, innit? You are the guy that runs the R77 official account on Twitter. That's why everything that's liked about Bolton Wanderers is not from me, it's from him. Yeah. So just in case anyone was wondering, so why would he be liking like Bolton Wanderers stuff? No, that's him right there. I run the Instagram. That's my personal account. So and the club's account at the same time. So I maintain it both ways. But the Twitter is his. If you want my Twitter, they'll be down there somewhere. Anyways, Mo, pleasure talking to you. Guys, like, share, subscribe, do the rest of it. Global Game Pod. We're back for this isolation period, and then potentially later. We don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the feedback's like. So, Mo, make sure you share it around. And some big episodes coming. Trust me, I'm trying to get some big hitters on this. You hear me? No names yet. When they're confirmed, I'll start plugging. But until I FaceTime, peace, elbows, whatever you want to do. Yeah, love. All right, guys. See you soon. Mo, I'll speak to you later on, bro.
See you, my brother.
See you later, man.